and anyone who likes her. That is just the long and short of it. The bitch ain't shit. That's just
Uh,
how I feel.
Okay, and on that note, I'm gonna say, hey y'all, I just pressed live, child. Not we
Oh,
just
I was backstage going
we
off.
just started the live off a
Oh,
negative
let me share
Tuesday.
this out. Let me share this out because I was
Share
going off.
live.
you
I was going
was.
off.
I'm
I
about
apologize. Oh,
I'm about to put the 2 minute thing on. Come on, here we are. We the damn
Okay.
green show, child. Go ahead.
I'm ready.
Hello. It is your boy Darren Green back with another one of these live. You know, I don't go live too often. This is gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good, interesting episode here, John, because we got to get into the Housewives of Potomac, and we also got to get into Married to Medicine. They both came out with an episode last Sunday. I'm here with the lovely Medusa show off. Okay, in the just the bodacious, the
Now, I want to know why I get lovely.
polarizing L Teddy 27 official.
I'm
Okay.
just an angry, ornery, old, cantankerous old man who just is not here for none of the bullshit. There we have it.
I'm here for it. We have a lot to discuss. I'm really excited about
We
today's
have a lot to discuss.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait. When Medusa's excited like that, that's a scary thought. It's like, oh no, what the casualties will be. We have no idea what is upon us today.
Oh, you're right, because usually I'm just like, I'm not here for this. I'm not in the mood.
right. And I'm very surprised because I don't know what exactly are you excited about because
I don't care about Housewives of Potomac. I don't even remember.
right, because that was a lackluster episode. But we'll get into it because we got to get into it. We got to do our jobs, honey. People coming in the live, child. Please leave a comment, child. It's a lot that's going on.
Let me share.
Before I get into anything though, to my listeners and the people on YouTube, shout out to y'all because y'all really did y'all big one with my last episode of Darren Green Show. Just want to put that out there. Thank y'all. Because I'm like, girl, this is the most viewed episode, most viewed podcast on YouTube. But anyway, so we have to get into Real Housewives of Potomac season 8, episode 5. Don't care to know the title. I really did try to look for it too, and I was like, you know what? It's not even that deep no more. I don't care. The titles are trash, just like this episode. So
it was really a trash episode.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what happened, and I was gonna go back and rewatch it, but I was like, you know what? I value my time too much, and so then I went and spent some time with my family instead. I think that was the better.
Like it was only the last, part of the episode where we gave a damn. The rest of it, that whole Mia and Gordon Gartrell over at the marriage counseling, I didn't give a shit.
And then
NECA,
and then somebody killed themselves. Like, who killed themselves? I'm sorry, what? Like,
I thought you was gonna be like, who care? I'm hold up.
I don't say I don't care, but I'm just like, who? Wait, how did we?
No, the man who apparently lost them some money or voted them out, something dealing with the business that caused them grief, and they put his business. They told on him or reported him to somebody, and he committed suicide. Baby, I didn't care.
Oh,
he gone now. He's gone.
I
can't do nothing.
Oh, now he gone now.
I just want to
I can't bring him back.
I was more so excited about Married to Madison. Like, that's what because some shit that happened offline, but we're gonna get to it in a second.
We're gonna get to it.
But with Housewives of Potomac, I didn't care about NECA and her having a child. Baby, I don't care if your raggedy ass ever have a child. You don't give me the type of person that needs to conceive children. Let's just be clear. You don't give me that you have the traits and characteristics with which to add to the gene pool. We want no more of you running around the fruited plains. Let's just be clear.
I'm sorry.
But about that scene though, I thought it was very interesting because I did write notes for it. Okay, so I mean, we ain't got a timeline everything, but we definitely got to talk about some things now.
Right.
Yeah, I done did all this research.
Come on, research.
Hey, baby. Hey, Xavier. Hey, TJ.
Baby. Hey, Xavier. TJ.
Hey, everybody. Hey, let me cut pepper.
Okay, now that scene was kind of. Did y'all feel like that doctor was a little male chauvinist, a little low key? Because he was. I don't know.
I don't remember the scene. I'm sorry.
I don't remember the scene. I didn't get that. What I got was he was just being realistic with her. I don't know.
I mean, he did say that the dude's sperm count is low, so
he did say his sperm count was low.
Oh, so he's the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
But when the man said we need to try more, she was like, "Well, no,
not."
Really, he said we need to be trying more often. If his sperm count is low, clearly, if you do it more often, you run a better risk of having a child. And when he brought that up, she was just like, "No."
Hey, Ella, she don't want to have sex with that man.
That's what I was thinking. Because, girl, if my husband, my man, this bitch, I'm going to give you more than dick. Girl, I'm here for all parts of it. If that's my husband.
Ain't she the one with money though? Like why?
Okay, well, no, I'm sorry. I gotta speak to that.
You're complaining about getting more sex.
I gotta speak to that. As a married woman, yeah, sometimes a lot like there's such thing as too much sex. Like,
but if you're trying to conceive, if you are actively trying to conceive,
but sometimes it can be exhausting. Sometimes I when she said that, I didn't take it as like, oh, she wasn't like, sexually whatever with her husband. I just took it as like,
he ain't the cutest thing in the world.
He's not ugly. I just took it as we're already having a lot of sex, or we're having a good amount, and like I'm not interested in having any more. But because it can be a lot. But I mean, that's the fun part about baby making, right?
Well, I'm saying, girl,
I guess
all my relationships.
That's like a 9 to 5. That's like a 9 to 5 job, child.
All my relationships, we had sex 3 times a day. So, girl, I ain't never had that issue.
Well, those are 2 men, though. I think men just have
more freaking sexual and just like nympho. Well, let me not say nympho, but y'all. I mean, not y'all, child. We, honey.
Well, sometimes we.
You excluded yourself from this whole.
Sometimes.
No, ain't nothing wrong. No, there ain't nothing wrong with you identifying with your feminine.
Right. Sometimes I subconsciously, I'm like, oh, am I non-binary today, girl? Because my gender gets on my nerves. My gender really gets on my nerves.
I'm non-binary.
Okay, I'm them. Okay, but anyway,
not that you lifted that you switch your rooms in the Rainbow Coalition compound, switching from corridor to corridor. Okay, today I'm in the G corridor. Okay. Tomorrow I'm in the N for NB corridor for non-binary. Okay, girl.
Not you disconnected from your binary. Not you disconnected from your binary, child.
Because when I'm just not, it's just I got my okay. It's too much. But anyway. So yeah, that scene happened, child. You don't hear much about it. I don't care about NECA. NECA gets on my nerves. But we did get this this sit down with Wendy and Eddie. It's not much to talk about here, but the part that I want to bring up is them bringing up NECA and this husband and how what's the name? Happy Eddie said that he didn't really know him. They didn't go to the school at the same time,
and we found out that that's all a lie. That they do. I'm just like, okay.
I feel like the lies on both sides though, because I mean, all right, man, you did follow. You was friends with him. I mean, was he? Was that confirmed?
Again, just because we follow each other on Facebook, that does not mean that we know each other. We've already debunked that. But I do think it's fair that, like, okay, y'all have mutual friends. Y'all went to the same fucking college around the same goddamn time. It's fair to say that y'all know of each other. But no, y'all don't know each other like that. Like, I just feel like we're getting caught up on the semantics. And who really gives a fuck? Right. And let's be for real, Wendy has been caught in a lie or two. We know that Wendy, she's real political with that DC shit. And she especially she's really good with handling reunions. It's crazy. Like Wendy does good with reunions, but then like
on the show,
because in the reunion she has time to prepare.
Right.
And she has time to do her research, prepare intel, and all of that. And by the time she gets to the reunion, she already have all her notes written down. But in the moment, it's a whole different story.
Right. Yeah.
It's like almost like her and Giselle are polar opposites. I feel like Giselle does horrible at the reunions. She just sits there and just like, okay.
She be like, wow.
Right. Like she just doesn't, she's not prepared. But Wendy's reads are very rehearsed, kind of like Phaedra's,
Because Giselle don't know how to read. She's just messy. Like she just brings information and she repeats it back, and that's what she does. I mean, that's just.
I mean, with the whole
offer. Anyway,
but first of all, my whole thing with the husband, even going back to last episode, this is Housewives of Potomac, not New Jersey. I'm not here for husband beefs and all of that. And for
I like a little husband beef.
I don't mind that.
I like when the husbands be beefing a little bit.
A little bit.
When Joe, Giudice, and freaking
no, it works for New Jersey. Now those husbands, I'll be here for them. These two, because Eddie's not going to engage.
I see what you're saying.
If Eddie was going to engage and y'all was going to give me a good back and forth, then maybe I'd be like, okay, girl, let's get some. But Eddie ain't going to engage.
I think the difference is that the Black Hot Bravo franchises, the men, they stay out of women's business. They don't jump in. Like, it's a cultural thing for, to let the women argue amongst the women and the men. And you see that a lot, real heavy on Married to Medicine. They real big on, no, don't approach my man and da-da-da-da. So I think that's where it's it's just a cultural thing. But I don't mind seeing, because, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, okay, let's be for real. Like, when Peter used to get into it with Todd, and what's his name?
Greg,
God rest his soul. Like that was great television.
It was. Face and talk. I'm like, yo.
But I don't like it when he would get with the women, but I would like it when the men would get there.
And mind you, I didn't think Peter really got into it with the women. I just felt like he was just talking to them and told them, hey, well, I don't think this is the real deal here. I think he was just in the conversation. He wasn't like coming after nobody.
No, he was a little aggressive.
With who?
He was aggressive with Candy at one point.
When?
Y'all always trying to protect Candy ain't shit.
I'm not
always trying to coddle Candy.
I'm just calling a thing a thing. But yes, he got aggressive, or he was being messy with Wendy, saying he got beef with her. Yes.
Okay.
Peter
Yeah.
He was messy in that regard. He was messy. That was messy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he likes to he likes to be in the women's business like a bitch. Stop acting like a bitch. In the words of Nene Leakes.
You need to stop being like a damn bitch. Yo, that was funny as hell. But no,
I'm sorry, they went to therapy because of that. Her and Cynthia had to go to therapy after they fell out because of that shit. Sorry. Her weak ass.
Oh, come on, not the Cynthia slander now. We gotta look. Wait, Chris and Michael have been. I'm ignoring the comments. I'm so sorry. Chris and hold up.
Hey, Sweet Pea.
Chris and Michael have been beefing before Potomac. I mean,
that season when Robin got proposed to by Juan, this when they before they that was I think at the end of season
6.
6,
Yeah.
right at the proposal party, and Michael tried to say that he was attacked.
Yeah.
Didn't Michael try to say he was attacked by Chris, and Chris went off for the old and the new because Michael was actually the aggressor, and Michael was. It was a whole big thing. I was like, I was
I want to see him whoop his ass, but he he probably would put him in jail instead of because he can't sue him.
You talking about Chris?
Yeah, I'm saying Michael would get Chris locked up because he can't. Yeah. He's not going to sue him.
And then remember, Michael tried to say that the black people that was working that was involved in all of that stuff. Remember that he was being all racist.
What?
Yes, Michael was being racist because there was the wait staff and the people that worked at the place was black, and he was saying, "Oh, y'all are touching me! Don't touch me! Don't hold me back!" Like it was a whole big thing with the black people too.
I didn't know that.
You know how these white husbands get, child. When there's too many black people around, and, he probably let me stop. Anyway,
he probably didn't even realize Ashley was black until they got married.
Right, honestly.
Because she's not. She's mixed.
Right. Anyway. Yeah, I guess y'all don't want to get into the me and G therapy thing. Okay, she wants G to retire. He don't want to.
Aren't they getting a divorce? Like, what are we talking about? Y'all
when are we gonna get to the divorce? Like,
doesn't she have a new man already? Like, I want to talk about her new man. I don't want to talk about this one.
Right, because it's definitely on a steady slope to hell. Now, the trip. We get to the trip. Where they go again? They went to Texas.
They went to Austin.
Yeah, they kept calling it. Texas. They kept calling it weird Texas. It's weird. I'm like, I've never heard Texas described as this before.
This is just like how white women go out and they go to like drag bars and stuff like that. And you know how they like to colonize certain areas. Like, oh my God, like I had a taco. Like, oh my God, an enchilada.
Tacos.
These
quesadillas.
Right. These people minus Wendy, Candace, maybe sometimes, and whoever else. Like, these girls act like white women, okay? Because like when they was talking about that, I'm like, girl, nobody says that. Like y'all sound weird.
They kept calling it like awkward. What were they calling it?
Y'all the bitches is awkward.
They were saying it's weird. I'm like, I've never heard Austin as described.
And then they were like, "Oh, they have construction," as if every major city across the globe doesn't have construction going on. I don't know a city in America, not a major city, that don't have construction going on.
And then Karen, I love Karen. I gotta come for her a couple times in this episode because I had to close my blinds because I want to give them a good rating.
Girl,
wait, what?
Clearly, Karen, your one, radio is not gonna hurt what they got going on. Baby, listen, they don't care.
Girl, Ashley gives Robin the best suite because she's been through so much.
Dumbest shit I've ever heard in my goddamn life. Just the dumbest shit on earth.
Right. And this is when Karen, I guess, comes in and she's talking about her relationship with Robin and how it's like comparable to like some type of pie. And then Karen,
that angered me.
Episode, I'm like, Karen, what are we doing? It's a
baby. Robin is better than me because I would have commenced to dog walk after I would have drugged Karen verbally. Girl, Robin just sat there and just not me, honey, because Karen was trying it over and over. You could tell she was trying to get a rise out of Robin, and Robin never took the bait. But Robin is better than me because I would have took the bait, ate it, and spat it back out right down her throat. Baby, I was
Girl.
Because otherwise, Karen doesn't have a storyline at all. Karen has no reason to be here.
You could say that about half the cast. So.
Well, that's true too. But I say they need to recast Potomac just like they need to recast Atlanta. But that's a whole different story.
Let's not recast in Atlanta. Hold on. We just need to take some people out. We need to take some people out, but we don't need to recast them now.
No, we need we need a total recast. There's no one there that's needed. Everyone can go.
And it's going to be just like New York. Nobody's watching.
You don't know that.
Ain't nobody watching it. You checking the ratings?
No, I'm saying you don't know that about.
I wasn't watching New York to begin with, so that's not fair. But I mean,
I watched New York. I did. I watched.
That's why I asked the question, because I know Teddy watches it.
But what I'm saying is, you can't necessarily say that'll be the same thing for Atlanta.
We need Nene level cast members if they're gonna recast. And I'm not saying they need to act like Nene, but I'm just saying like we need like that type of that energy. Not even just Nene, but like the first season of Atlanta. Like for it to be successful, you cannot just recast and just put just a bunch of new.
But you can't just keep these same boring ass women on there either.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna last in its current iteration.
Hell, maybe scrap the show.
That too. Let it go for about 3 or 4 years, and then come back after that with a recast, and people will be more inclined to watch again, because they'll be like, "Oh, I missed it." Give them something to miss.
I agree.
We see Nene. You said we need Nene. I don't think at this point Nene is just not. And I love how she's like. I guess they're in good space. She's in good spaces with Bravo now, or something like that. I don't know.
She's in good space with everybody but Andy, because he pay her dust.
But let's be clear. I hate the whole we need Nene as if she's the only one that can add personality or add that shtick to the show. She's not.
Was dry.
Yeah.
Huh?
Them last seasons where her was.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is there are other people that live in Atlanta that can add that element to the show. It doesn't have to be Nene. That's what I'm saying.
Dry. He's saying it was dry when she was on there anyway.
Yeah,
so
it was
like,
dry.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
Hey, Tracy, girl, I haven't seen you in a minute, girl.
The only thing the last time Nene really had something with that incident with the closet, and even that was blown out of proportion, because I didn't even know how that even got to that point.
I don't know either, but
drugs.
Who was on it?
All of them, as far a lot of them do. We know Nene was her bouncing around and all that. So drugs is what escalated that. I'm sure Apollo in and out of jail ass. I'm sure he was on it too. So
no, that was with just the ladies. Remember when she told him not to go in her closet?
Oh, that. Okay, I'm sorry.
You talk about Pillow Talk. Oh yeah,
right. I'm talking about Pillow Talk.
Yo, she was on something. Nene was on something. She was definitely on something. And then I still have my opinions on that, and I know y'all have y'all opposing opinions, but whatever. But
that she started and Nene and that Kenya wasn't at fault.
It's not that Kenya wasn't at fault. It's the fact that Kenya was not the only one, the only factor, which everybody ostracized her in that moment. Because I get it, everybody hates Kenya, got it. But like, it's like when she not wrong about something, like, girl, she get thrown in the fire for anything.
I feel like the only time Kenya had an actual point is when she said the thing about remember that girl's nephew, and he was getting rough and getting rough with Candy.
Even that, people was like, "Oh my God, no!" Kenya was just being flirtatious, and she was just mad.
I think that was the only time. But other than that, every time Kenya gets dragged, it's warranted. Well, let's stick to this board. Let's stick to one failing Bravo show after the next. So.
I mean, the only other thing left is the
pool conversation.
NECA and
Wendy.
Now, I think there's some truth and some lie to both of them.
Yeah.
My only thing is NECA. It seems very calculated. I mean, you've been on this show 2.3 seconds. And it seems that your whole MO right now is to come at Wendy's throat. You came there locked and loaded. Mm-hmm. You have no other agenda right now but to diminish Wendy's status and to bring up your status on the show. Yeah. The other ladies that do not like Wendy are feeding into it and are sitting back and being like, because the only person that you see on Wendy's side is Candace.
Yeah.
And once again, that raggedy ass piece of shit ascended from the 9th level of hell, Satana, Ashley ain't shit. She ain't never been shit. She will never be shit. Look at how in one breath, 2 episodes, her and Wendy was damn near me and you will never part, Maki Dada. And now,
not the color
ceremoniously, just letting it happen.
I think right. I think what got me was when she basically said, "Dang, Wendy, you want to be the only Nigerian on the show?" The fact that you would even come out your mouth. We have experienced colorism on this show. Now we're experiencing xenophobia.
Mm.
And it's just so nasty. And somebody said this on my TikTok. I'm gonna let you speak, Medusa. Someone said this on my TikTok comment because I was talking about it. It's this show has become really nasty, mean girl, bully, high school vibe type thing, and it's like we gonna watch it because it is entertaining, but it's just like it's really toxic, this environment that these girls have fostered, and I just I'm just disgusted by Ashley. I'm disgusted by Gizzard because she brought herself. Mind you brought yourself into the Wendy conversation. You haven't been talking to this girl this whole entire season, but when some drama come in and you want a dog pile and say, "Oh well, your mom Ben was saying, that she was gonna put roots on Mia."
I feel like most of the comments that I see, they're not okay with this Nneka versus Wendy because everybody sees the play here. Like they were so transparent with it. It's not even just the Nigerian girl against the Nigerian girl. Miss Cohen and her band of merry fucks up there down to the production want every part of, oh, this is a dark-skinned girl against a dark-skinned girl, and the light-skinned girls, so that they could, thwart the whole colorism situation, which is why Giselle, Robin, Ashley, they just gonna sit back there and stoke the flames from the side and act like, I ain't got nothing. And my thing is, where's for all of the Karen lovers, and I know that's you, Darren. Karen seems real quiet on all of this. Y'all always defend her. She real quiet on this. Real quiet.
I was kind of upset about her. I was kind of upset about her for bringing up, saying, "Oh, what's going on with Giselle and Candace?" I mean, we all wanted to see that little thing between them, but I'm just like, girl, why are you bringing that up?
No.
And then Giselle say you hurt me and my kids.
Me and my kid, like what kid? Don't nobody want to fuck with them rugrats.
Man, I love Giselle's kids. I love her kids, but this ain't got a damn thing to do with your kids. And ain't shit happened to your goddamn kids.
That was really Karen. That was a Karen moment right there.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Karen, she said, I mean, we need something to talk about. The show is fucking boring, so I'm not mad at. Yes, it was forced dialogue, but hell, it needed to be. It needed to happen. With that being said, I just want to say two things before I forget. One, I feel like if you have a white parent, you shouldn't even be speaking on any issues regarding Nigeria, Africa, anything. You're not even that connected to Africa like that. You're barely connected. You're barely African.
Gizzard.
You're barely African.
Oh, wow.
So keep it cute. Don't speak on things you know nothing about, white woman.
Wait, I did become a white woman. You're just not gonna just make this woman.
No, Giselle is a white woman. I don't care.
I was talking about Ashley. I
mean, they all white. Shit.
Ashley is white. Like, what? Yeah,
they are Caucasian. Okay, they
want to be white. I mean, okay, like, look, okay, she has a black.
It's like Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods said, "Look, I represent my my whatever the hell Asian side he got in his blood child."
Again, hold on. Let's be very clear. Ashley Darby does not identify as black. She identifies as biracial. So
that is a white woman, damn near clear.
So okay, that's fine. Like, if I'm not gonna force her to be black.
And you're talking to somebody who can't stand that bitch. I can't stand St. Connor at all. But I'm not gonna say, oh, she's not black. Now I'm not gonna go that far as to say St. Connor and Ashley are not black. I'm not gonna go that far. That's a little far.
She's not black. She's mixed. She's mixed. What do you like? That's not.
So what do you say? Mixed people can't be black?
No, I'm not. I'm saying she doesn't identify as black. And so I'm not gonna force her to. That's what I'm saying.
Well, we all know that there's some mixed people that have that choice though to pick and choose what side they want to be on. I mean, look at Logic.
Yeah,
I don't think that's really how that works.
I mean, it could. Okay, it's probably problematic. Okay, what we're saying is probably problematic, but we'll pay it. We'll pay it.
Sure, but we still gonna stand on it. So that's fine. It can be problematic, but I said what I said. So fuck her. She needs to stay the fuck out of African
I
people.
mean, she did grow up poor under the overpass of I-95.
That's what they got to do with black people? There's poor white people.
A whole lot of white poor people, child. They in trailer parks now.
Mama is black. I mean, y'all just not gonna make this woman white.
I am. She wants to. Her kids are white.
They is.
Black people don't have white kids. She has white children.
Them genes strong in that man.
You can't have white kids without being white or having some white in you. Black people don't have white kids, Teddy. Come on now. You like
I'm not just gonna make this woman white. And I can't stand now. Listen, I am here for all parts of dog walking Satana. You know I can't stand that bitch. Fuck her life. But I just, and as much as I would love to have her removed from the black delegation and sit over there to the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains.
Child, so that was the first thing. And then the second thing, I just don't understand how these producers don't they have like experts, like, you know, some sort of like PR people,
Nope.
Someone doing some sort of data research on like, I'm talking about like on the market, like, hey, this is culturally insensitive. Hey, this may not go over. Well, why the fuck not? It's 2023. I don't understand why. Like, they don't.
Because Bravo is kind of looked at as the progressive network, so they probably wouldn't need that type of.
No, that's even more reason for them to have it. That's something they must not be.
I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying that's just probably what was going on over there.
I told y'all last week when they introduced this whole religion shrine thing with the black women, it did not feel good then. I saw the play. We talked about that 2 episodes ago now.
My thing is this though, and I want to keep in mind though, we can only blame production in Bravo as like at a certain point. Like it's these girls.
Production get in their ear and say this, say that, bring up this, bring that. Production
we don't know that to be 100% true. It could really be these girls just making some shit up. Like, hey, let's make this shit up.
Let's assume that that's the case, right? Even if that's, I'm gonna go with that. Like, sure, because it probably is. Production is the devil. They really are. Still, at the end of the day, you have a choice, and no one is forcing you. No one's putting you at gunpoint to make problematic statements. And if you really felt like what they were telling you was going against your brand, or you felt like you were gonna get backlash for it, you wouldn't say it. You'd be like, nah, get somebody else to do it. But you know, you feel warranted in doing so because you're ignorant and you're anti-black, and I just can't wait for the light skin brigade to turn against my neck, my back.
Now I ain't gonna lie too. When Wendy was reading off what her mom said about Mia, I mean that kind of for face value, it did kind of okay when she was saying the Holy Ghost, water, fire, some shit. I was like, okay, I wouldn't have read that fully.
No. This is African business. This is how African people or people within Nigeria, people within specific parts of Africa, specifically Nigeria, this is how they talk. This is why to us, we like, what the fuck? This is not our culture. We niggas, Black Americans, when I say niggas, we don't talk like that. We don't be, like that's.
I don't know. That whole thunderstorm. That sounds. That's the.
I mean,
if you grew up in a Pentecostal, if you grew up Pentecostal, you saw no problem, but you looked at that like, girl, that sounds about right.
Right.
I didn't hear nothing that she read that sounded anything but something that I might hear in my own church. Like, okay.
But I'm just saying.
Now, if you grew up like AME, and something like that, then, or if you didn't grow up in church at all, like JW that didn't grow up in church at all, then you looking like, ooh, but girl, those of us who grew up, if you grew up in like Pentecostal, Southern Baptist, and so, girl, you heard that, you listen. Okay, girl, you looked at it, but you're looking at somebody like Ashley and Mia to be the judge on whether something is or is not Christian. The two biggest whores and demon seeds in that, they don't know what the inside of a church look like. I guarantee you, their whole wedding was not inside of a church.
Yeah, telling your kid, telling someone that they're going to hell, that is very much so on brand with Christianity.
Well, yeah, they be doing that.
Right on par.
But also when they were throwing around that part when they were throwing around the receipts and stuff like that, and we're gonna conclude soon because I want to get into Married to Medicine.
Me too.
But You see how production was like putting out receipts that was not in defense of Wendy about that whole label or lebe, whatever the hell you say that.
Well, we know production is not here for what we know to play on production. Production don't like production is just as colorist and racist as these whores, and they use the Green Eyed Bandit and Satana to do their dirty work, and those stupid ass, raggedy ass bitches go about doing their dirty work and don't bat an eye and don't blink. So let's be clear. And if NECA don't know, see, for you to be so educated and informed, you didn't do your homework, NECA. You came on the wrong franchise because these hoes don't give a fuck about you. They're just using you and they'll throw you away like a cum rag.
Exactly. And the thing about it is, though, NECA and Color Me Pink said this. I want to shout her out because I don't want to just steal somebody's.
I love Color Me Pink.
I love her too. I be watching her for notes, like to see what, because I be forgetting what happened. Mm-hmm. But like what she said was, NECA would be such an interesting character if she did not make her whole storyline, I'm about to get at Wendy. Like she seems like she has like this bubbly and out there type of personality. She would have naturally got into it with any of the other girlies naturally, but you chose to do it with Wendy because somebody told you to. Whether that be
anything, if I was NECA, I would have purposely stayed away from any beef with Wendy.
Yeah.
If you asking me, I do think Wendy people probably did reach out to NECA because they saw the play and they said, y'all go handle that bitch. Right. And they probably told that bitch in no shorter words, bitch, don't come in this shit because you finna run this shit. Fuck you. Fall the fuck back. And NECA probably felt some way and said, bitch, you ain't gonna tell me to fall the fuck back. Bitch, you don't know who the fuck I am. And now you got a whole pissing contest. And NECA was too stupid to see the play that was being played by even bringing her on the show. How the fuck do you think that you gonna move to Potomac from all the way the other side of the country? You have no roots in Potomac. You have no bearings there. And so now all of a sudden you a major player. You know how many people live in fucking Potomac? You know how many Nigerians and Ethiopians and people that are well established that live in Potomac that they could have chose from, and you didn't see this way? Girl, you got to be stupid.
And it's never a smart thing to you coming into an existing show and you're beefing with one of the cast members. One, the fans are not going to be here for it because they're going to naturally always go with the person that's been there longer. Like it just never, like, think of anybody that came into the show and started beefing with one of the main girls on there. Like that never works out. It just, you're not playing the game right. You need to be playing the game like Ice-T.
Like, unfortunately, if y'all remember season 6, Wendy and NECA, didn't they come in? Not Wendy and Mia came in the same season, didn't they? Or did Wendy come in the season before? No,
Mia came in after.
Mia came in season 6. Wendy came in season 5. But when Mia came in, her and Wendy went at it. Wendy was still new, so Mia ain't have nothing to lose going against Wendy.
Wendy did start it with Mia, though. Wendy did start with Mia. I will give her that. Because it did look, it was, and I mean, maybe it was production, but they did make it out to be like, you know, the dark skinned girl hating on the light skinned girl. That's how they made it out to be. That's how it came off. I'm not saying that that's the case.
That's what this show gives.
Yeah, that's what it's been given for the longest. I mean, I don't know what more to say about this show. I didn't even care to see like what's happening next. I want to see this fight.
I'm just here for the fight. At this point, that's all.
I heard that they're not going to show it.
Andy, you piece
of shit. Trust me, Miss Cohen, them. Oh baby, they're here for a good fight.
I don't think we're gonna see like the fist fight and anything like that, but like we're gonna see like a glimpse. They better show it.
I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised that they showed Candace and like that we really saw Candace and Monique.
Yeah, that was violent.
We saw that one. They showed all of that.
That was real graphic. That was real graphic. And you know what? I mess with Monique, you know, because I ain't got no malice against her.
Fuck that bitch.
Shit.
But I do feel like the cop should have been
right. That bitch ain't shit.
That cop should have been I would have turned to Karen in a minute. She pulled my tracks out.
It's forever. It's forever. Fuck that bitch.
Wait, why y'all don't like Monique though? Hold on, what's wrong?
I'm never team Monique. I didn't say I'm fully team Candace. Now, during that time, people thought I was fully team Candace.
I am
against Monique.
I am.
I couldn't stand that bitch, Monique.
I love when she read down Giselle. That's when I became a fan. When she had that damn binder, I was like, okay.
And Erica said the tracker keeper.
My thing is with Monique, you fought your friend. Like you and Candace were friends. You fought your friend. You fought your friend that was half your size, who has never disrespected you to the magnitude as light-skinned ass Giselle and Robin and Ashley. Then you also denied there being colorism on the show. So it's forever fuck her.
She
said it during the reunion when they asked, like, do you think that Candace is experiencing colorism? She's like, no, I wouldn't say it's colorism. They just don't like her because it's like, yeah.
Okay, well.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I changed my mind then. Because there's definitely some colorism going on in that show.
Well, she don't like Candace, so she's so stupid. Anyways,
let's
move on, child. The show is over, honey. We got to talk about Married to Medicine. Okay, now Married to Medicine is going to be a little bit different on this. We ain't going to timeline everything, but we definitely going to talk about some key points.
I want to talk about what happened off the show because some teas that came out off the show.
I don't even know what happened off the show.
Right. I'm trying to figure out what happened off the show.
I never pay attention to off the show because I have a
apparently we know last episode Heavenly was kicked out or like not supposedly she wasn't let in or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Well, apparently T took Phaedra off the list as well, but the pastor came with Phaedra. And so Phaedra was like, well, if I leave, the pastor is leaving. And so that whole part got taken out.
Wait,
she said, oh, but you ain't getting married.
Right. Like, it's like, or the pastor was like,
oh, wait a minute. How did the pastor come with, you mean that they drove together?
Or like, that's like the pastor was like her, like she knew. But
my thing is, I would have told that pastor, hey, sir, you have been paid. I don't give a shit how you got here. Baby, you got paid to do a job. I wish the fuck you would talk about, oh, well, if Phaedra don't stay, I'm not staying. And I wish Phaedra would try it. Baby, fuck you and fuck your life. Your friend was paid. He either gonna give us our money back, and trust me, I got 3 or 4 pastors on tap.
Or
play around with it.
But let's be for real. Maybe he wasn't paid because you know how these Atlanta girlies do.
Yes.
I can see him coming on here. I can see him doing it just to be doing it for free just to be on TV.
Girl, like fake ass fucking wedding. Just like when Phaedra was talking about how the drapes was freaking wrinkly as hell. Looked like a bed sheet.
Maybe he didn't get paid. That makes sense.
If you pay all of that money, you paying $14K here, $30K there.
Lies,
and you ain't pay
and more lies.
And you ain't pay the damn
I agree. Who the fuck gets charged $14,000 the day before a wedding? Like, come on.
Because that's not something you tell somebody last minute.
And
like, that's the wedding planner fault. Because you told me it cost me this much to get this. Unless I gave you something to do last minute, unless that's the situation where I told you something that same day, oh, I need you to go get such and such. And maybe you quoted me one price and you went and found out, hey, I'm going to need X amount more. But other than that, girl, I don't believe no parts of that.
And the average person doesn't have this $14K liquidated, accessible for them to just take out within 24 hours. Like, come on, be fucking for real. We know that Dr. G is not.
The bank gotta sit there and do their little risk because I work at a bank. They gotta do their little due diligence and stuff like that. Like, come on, like this is some fake ass shit. Let's be very clear.
And Dr. G ain't got it. Dr. G ain't got it.
I'm not gonna say that now. Dr. G is a psychiatrist. Psychiatrists are paid a lot of money out of the medical doctors. Them hoes right there are up there. There ain't no ER doctor. You ain't talking to no ER doctor or no, GP general practitioner. Psychiatrist.
Now, a psychiatrist. That's the person. That's the people that be talking to you. That's
the people that prescribe. Isn't that the one that prescribe you for the medication?
They can prescribe medicine, but they're basically a medical doctor that falls under the psychology branch. So they are therapists, but they prescribe medicine, and they have to be a medical doctor first.
I would not want him to. I feel like he would. He a gaslighter. I would not want to work with him. But anyway.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want him to be my psychiatrist, especially the scene the way he Quad. But I want to talk about that bitch, Miss Quad. We
gotta get into Quad. Quad definitely made her little scene here.
What is Quad
let me just say this because I'm not gonna say I still do like Quad. However, accountability was lost.
Quad is forever the victim.
Always.
And now it's
really
starting to show. It's starting to really show.
She's always been that way.
I mean,
she's always
okay.
Been that way to me.
Since season 1.
Always been the victim.
And can I just say this? Yes. Okay. And can I just say this? I just love, first of all, every last one of them motherfucking bitches owe Mariah Huck a fucking apology because everything that she has said has come into fruition about Quad. Like, literally all the things, like, towards the end, I know I'm skipping ahead, but, like, all the shit that Dr. Jackie was saying about how, we haven't heard from Quad, and da-da-da-da, and Quad's this, like, oh, bitch, let's run it back.
Like the original, he's a psychiatrist, not psychiatrist.
Yeah.
He's a psychiatrist. Now he's an MD.
Okay, can I say this though?
Go ahead.
And this is what I have kind of a problem with when it comes to this show. It's like, okay, she hit y'all up during when y'all wasn't taping. What show does that? Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of these shows when they're
now, I will say the ladies on this show did say that they are friends off of the show.
Yeah,
we say that they communicate and that they are friends outside of the show. She's the only one of the group that they don't really hear from. They don't know nothing about. She don't hang with them. The other lady said that they are friends outside of the show. And that makes sense because think about the community of Black female doctors. That's a small, segment of the population. So you're going to eventually run into one, talk to one. So it makes sense that those ladies would know each other, hang out. And Toya also, hangs out and knows them. So they say that it's only Quad who don't hang out with them and don't talk to them at all.
Well, let's also keep in mind, Quad was Mariah's friend. And then Quad convinced, and this is my theory. I feel like them bitches was hating on Mariah. Like, I get it. She's Mariah. She's a lot. She's very theatric. I understand she's not everybody's cup of tea. However, and I'm sure her dangling that executive producer shit in front of people's face every 2 seconds, I'm sure that didn't help either. But with that being said, I mean, come on, like, think about it. She's beautiful. Her estate, like, you know how they had issues with the doctor's wife. She wasn't, they didn't respect them, even though they wouldn't have a platform without her. So I feel like they didn't really fuck with Quad, but they used Quad as like, it's like your enemy is my enemy. So like, I don't like.
I feel like they should have kicked both of them hoes off. If Mariah was gone, Quad should have left right with her.
Quad was bringing the ratings. Quad was definitely bringing the ratings.
True. But that's how Quad was introduced to the group. She was introduced to the group through Mariah. Mariah put all them bitches on television, and they all came together and unionized to go against her and get her off the show. Another turnaround and complain about her. Now, with the same bitch that they corroborated to get her off the show with. They're all fake as fuck. I don't fuck with none of them hoes, with the exception of Dr. Heavenly.
Oh, you messed with Dr.
Heavenly? Now, Dr. Heavenly is the one get on my guy.
I love her.
Wait.
I love her. I go to war for it.
Heavenly?
I mean, without Heavenly, what are we watching? What are we talking about?
Heavenly is a horrible person inside and out. She's an awful person inside and out. She's an awful person.
No, I would describe that more for the Kenya Moores of the world. But I feel like
no, come on, we can't do that and not have that same energy for freaking Dr. Heavenly. Like
that's fair.
Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Heavenly, there are times she's vile.
Can I let me land? Let me cook.
Okay.
Again, I'm gonna keep the same energy. I can't stand Kenya, but there was times where we would have nothing. There would be nothing without, Housewives would be nothing without Kenya, especially after she was introduced to it. That franchise was dying. And the same thing with Married to Medicine. There would be no Married to Medicine without Heavenly. Mm-hmm. Like what?
But that doesn't mean we have to like her. She's the villain.
That's fine. But I'm just saying, if she's not there, then you don't have to like her. I understand why you don't. But if we didn't have her, then we because who the fuck we want to see?
I'm not saying kick her off the show. Listen, I am not saying kick Heavenly off the show. You need a villain. Okay, I'm not saying kick her off the show.
I like her though, but I'm just saying. I mean, without her, because without her,
at point. Just like on Potomac, I would never say kick Giselle off. The bitch is vile, but she understands the assignment.
But I still like Heavenly though. I feel like she's likable. And again, without Heavenly, what do we have? All we got to see is Jackie playing and celebrities coochies.
I grew up around a
know,
bunch of Dr. Heavenly. She's from my neck of the wood. I done seen it, and there are people who are much better at being the Miami
that's
girl.
probably why I like her. I feel like I like that she's not classist and egregious like Dr. Jackie and the rest of the doctors on the show. So she's a little more relatable. I don't agree with everything that she says. She's a little too old school, but you know, I think I do like her though.
Come on, daddy. Like, girl.
I cringe.
My thing with the whole Sweet Tea thing, like, you got mad because she got mad at what you said to her. Like, you said you was talking shit. Her friend told her about it, and you got kicked out. Now, I feel like Sweet Tea shouldn't have kicked her out. She should have called her. And I think Toya said that. Toya said that as well. Like,
you wanted a moment.
That's what it kind of looked like. And I'm just like, all right, Sweet Tea, like,
Because you know my philosophy is real girls do real things. Girl, you want to smoke with her? Call that bitch. Hey, bitch, stay at your daughter prom. Because bitch, this ain't where you want to be. You're not invited. Don't
that's
get
just like a waste of people's time and money and all that.
Real
like,
girls do real thing. I would have called that bitch right on up. Right on up.
You will not be at the wedding. Sorry. Like,
a simple text message really would have sufficed. Something.
Sweet Tea, also, I feel like, and I said this earlier, comment was left on deaf ears, but I feel like the way Sweet Tea is kind of moving is how NECA should be moving, child. But you know, we'll put it because I don't dislike Sweet Tea. I don't.
Right. I agree.
Sweet Tea. I don't know. Excuse me, y'all. I don't not like her.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes she be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like when it's time for her to have that energy, she don't. And then other times she do. Like the energy you had for Heavenly, you should have had that energy for Phaedra and Quad when they walked their ass in your goddamn bachelorette party. The energy you had for your sister, you should have had for Phaedra and Quad when they came in and, you know, crashed your goddamn bachelorette party. Because I would have went in and let have. The fuck you doing here, bitch?
See, I don't think Sweet Tea has a problem with Quad. I mean, Quad might
No. First rule is first. I don't care if I don't know you and I don't have a problem with you. You are the man that I am marrying's ex-husband. Hey, boo. Hey, baby. This is my bachelorette party. Mm-hmm. This ain't the place for you, sweetheart.
Yeah. It's disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. Intentionally.
To do that
intentionally.
Shit. Right. It could
be on both parts.
On both parts.
Right.
For Phaedra for inviting her and Quad for saying, yeah, let's go ahead and crash. Bitch, what?
Well, we know it's production. Now this is production, though. We know that
production.
It's given. It's written. Production's written all over it.
Right. But can we get into Phaedra a little bit though? Because she had this little event.
Girl.
And let me just say this. I don't know how y'all gonna respond to this. Because I dislike Phaedra for the longest. You know, when she did the candy and all that. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling her now. Like I'm just like it's messy. It's corny.
This shit was giving Carly Red on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta when she had that funeral where she divorced Arkansas Bobo.
I don't know. She's bringing something different to the show, and I'm like, okay.
I've always liked Phaedra.
I mean, well, what she did back in the day, I was like, girl, you need your ass whooped.
She's a horrible. She's another one. Y'all want to talk about horrible people? Phaedra is an awful, and I mean, getting people. I mean, letting people rot in jail. Awful. Like,
she's entertaining to watch.
But here's the deal: if I'm Dr. G, I don't just nilly-willy accept that half-ass, raggedy-ass supposed apology for bringing Quad to that thing, baby. No.
Wait, hold on. Here's the tea. So I don't know if you guys watch, you know, Dr. Heavenly, she reviews the show on her channel with Carlos King now. So she's telling all the backstage tea, and I watch it, and it's really good. And she said that Carlos asked, like, do you think that Phaedra and Dr. G fucked? And she was like, she said that Dr. G said that Phaedra, they dated, and Phaedra asked him for a $4,000 allowance monthly, and that's why they never had sex. Like, what? Like,
I heard of that before.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I'm like, okay, bitch. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know where I heard that from, but I heard of that before. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Phaedra's,
but let's be very clear. They fucked. Let's come on. Ain't nowhere in the world you over here calling. The way they had that little calling scene, like, yo, Phaedra, you supposed to be the homie. Any man that calls a regular, like a girl that they friends with, the homie, they fucking. Like, come on, like, stop.
That's true.
Like, and Sweet Tea, you need to be very wary of Phaedra, you know. But it's
that's why that bitch would have got
entertaining to watch. She's really entertaining to watch, honestly.
But I mean, it's crazy because Quad and Phaedra are cool. And I'm just like, I don't know how cool I would be with somebody.
Man, they probably was Three's Company too. Okay.
Well, it's you know, it's do y'all think that Quad ever loved that man? Because I don't.
No. Mm-hmm. No, and I love Quad, but I know
she was married to money. That's what she was married
to money. Just like a lot of these girls, just like Toya. Just like Sweet Tea, definitely. But
at least Toya, I don't know, like Toya gave that man some kids, so at least she like, you know what I'm saying?
Toya knows how to play the game.
But I'm just saying, like,
no. What I'm saying is, I think Toya is in it for the kids, and then she has a toy and a side piece. Yeah. She got a toy for when times get hard, she can't get to the side piece, but she definitely got her side piece that stay down in Riverdale, East Point, College Park, somewhere down there. She got her somebody that's gonna knock her off, and her husband know and is okay with it.
Because you can tell she's a size queen, because this is like 2 times we done talked about this man's ended size.
Well, I'm just saying,
getting knocked off.
I'm just saying, at least we know that at one point they was having sex. Quad literally would cringe. She would like peck him on the like they never Quad and Dr. G never had any sexual chemistry whatsoever.
No,
I don't see how people do. I
mean, Dr. Greg,
he look good now.
Now. I know
he's with a younger woman. He's with a younger woman now. He's feeling now. He's I don't. But that's what happened. He's happy. I'm sorry he wasn't happy when he was with Quad, and that's why he looked like shit. And now he's happy with this woman that he can control. And so
let's be clear, none of the husbands on this show look good.
Cecil in the day.
Thank you. Cecil looked good.
Back in the day,
30 years ago.
He a bum, and he teaching his sons to be bums too. Like, what's going on with that?
He looked good 30 years ago.
But could we get into Cecil though? Like, could we get into that scene?
It's perfect timing. Yeah, you know what? Because honestly, I feel bad because I'm like, you know what? As a Black woman, seeing how the dating pool has piss in it, and I was one of the lucky ones to get out.
Yes, girl, you got out real quick.
Oh, thank God! By the skin of my teeth. The fact that you have this Black man, teaching these kids to, like you said, to be bums and to not excel, and they have all these opportunities, and just be okay with just like, oh well, if he doesn't graduate, he just doesn't graduate. Like, I mean,
what the hell? And I think it's because we got all this money and they can fall back on us. But my thing is this: you have all this money and this resources. You should want your children to. They should be able to freaking go out with the reach that y'all have. Y'all like look at Candy's child. I don't give a fuck about Candy, but the girl, she got the internship. She living out in New York. She working. She doing her thing. Like at the end of the day, and I also want to get at Simone too, because Simone, you're not asserting yourself enough because you are the breadwinner. When you're the breadwinner,
there's a very big difference between Candy's daughter and those boys. Boys in Black families are coddled.
Yeah.
And that needs to stop.
Very much so coddled, especially by the moms. And I think probably what happened was early on, the Simone was not only coddling them boys, she was coddling that raggedy ass husband of hers as well.
He gotta be raggedy.
And now you got a whole household full of dick and balls that don't work and don't do shit. And now you're expected to carry the load for 3 sets of dick and balls, and that's it. And now you made this bed, you got to lie in it. Whereas Candy, we know mothers are really hard on their daughters. They always are. That's just classic. So Candy was not going to sit up there and let Riley just sit up here and, girl, you think you finna be lazy and not do nothing. And I'm out here getting it out. I live. I'm
now
gonna
Tracy,
set this up for you. And when you go over there, I dare you to fuck it up. Cause I'm gonna cut you off, bitch.
Right.
Try it if you want.
No, I don't think Candy ever gave that. Because I'm sorry,
now,
Riley
Tracy.
always gave spoiled brat. But
I still
see what you're
think
saying,
I'm not saying she was that harsh.
Yeah, she was spoiled.
She
Bad.
wasn't that harsh.
Like,
She said it in her Candy way. But please be clear. Candy had a conversation with Riley and said, "Hey, I'm gonna set this up for you. I'm gonna make sure everything is good. Go handle your business." And women just have a better sense of work ethic than men. Let's just be clear. Left to themselves, we men, we will lay our ass down and not do shit forever. And women gonna be like, I gotta do something.
And this is where I become non-binary because I'm like, girl, I ain't no way in the world. I'm a workaholic. You know, I'm working on my shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's where your non-binary kick in.
I'm like, girl,
that's where it kick in at.
No. Get your ass up and work. If you and I get it, like, you know.
This is when I become non-binary. This is when the non-binary takes a toll.
No, but for real, like at the end of the day, like it's one thing if we're talking about regular people, because at the end of the day, we are at a real bad place where it's hard for people to, you know, for kids to branch out and get out their own house, you know, because of the economy that we live in. But being that you guys have such a like, I mean, like now I wouldn't say a platform, but more like y'all have resources, y'all have the nepotism that y'all have to do what y'all need to do. You just want to sit at your mom's plate and then you want her to pay the rent.
It's giving Felicity Huffman's children.
It's easy for It's easy for Cecil to say that because Simone is the breadwinner, like you said. They're spending all of her money. Yeah, it's their money, but I mean, Simone got her Bravo check. She has her own.
But y'all got to think about what happens when if she dies. Knock on wood. But like,
they're gonna get them life insurances and live off that.
When that run out, then life insurances only go so far, right?
They don't care. I'm sorry, these men like these.
They don't.
It's so funny. I was literally
they do not care.
I was talking about this today. I was saying like I don't trust Black men in leadership. Like I don't trust these two people, Black men and white women. If they are the head of the project, I'm having doubts. I'm getting anxiety, like because.
Let me answer Tracy's question. Tracy, you want to know why people work until they get that age? It ain't because they want to. It ain't even so much because of the money. I'm gonna give you the one reason why people work that long, or sometimes even go back to work. You want to know why?
They ain't got nothing else.
Nope. Medical insurance.
Yeah, that's right.
Because medical insurance is the highest bill that you're going to have in your house. That could eat your whole retirement check. And then when you're someone, as you get older, who needs to go to the hospital more often, who needs more medical attention, and you got to be paying out of pocket for medical insurance, or if you have insurance, you got to pay $2,000 deductible and all of it. That stuff gets really, really, really expensive, even with Medicare and Medicaid and things like that. That's the main reason why most people in that age go back to work or continue to work. It's the medical insurance.
Can you highlight Ariel Proctor's comments? Cecil and Curtis are kept husbands. Yes, the fuck they are. And you know what? I'm sorry, but that's another reason why Dr. Jackie could never read me, because while you sitting up there talking about, you know, oh, I'm a uppity duppity Black woman of a certain caliber, you still with a bomb. You still got a bomb ass nigga in your motherfucking house who humiliated you the fuck and was spending up all your money and has absolutely no respect for you. And I mean, this man has, girl.
First of all, Xavier, you want to know why you're trying to kick your kids out? Because even the federal government says baby, even at 26, they can't even be on your medical insurance no more. By that time, by the time you get 26, you are your own household legally.
A
Baby, it
bum.
is time.
Yes,
You
Curtis
tell,
is a
you could
bum.
call me kicking my child out, whatever. Even in the animal kingdom, the bird will push your ass out of the goddamn nest and say, "Hey, boo, we only got so many resources. You need to go find your own." And I don't. The whole purpose of childhood is for you to raise an adult who can go and fend for yourself. It's not designed for you to be carrying them along well
Mm,
into adulthood. It's not designed that way. And there's nothing wrong with you telling your child, I have given you all that you need. I will start you off. Hey, baby, you need me to pay the down payment on the first and last on your apartment or whatever? I got you. You know what? I got you. You can have this used car too. We gonna go to the car lot. I can buy you a used, $4,000 car, pay your down payment. But I promise you, boo, you about to be on your own. And there's
no,
nothing wrong with that. And if you are at a point where you're telling a parent it's their fault because they tell their child they need to go out, the parent is not the problem.
I
Mm.
think
That person, that adult is the problem.
I think the conversation is definitely in need of nuance. Like the economy that we live in is not like it's also not designed for you to be necessarily kicked out of the house at definitely not 18. And honestly, I don't know. I don't think it's fair. I don't want to judge if you don't have your shit together by 26. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like I get it. Like
Yeah.
I'll give them that. You feel me? Like I know people who recently recent college grads who are still getting it together. However, I do think that you should still be contributing. Like,
Because
I don't think
the thing about it is though, well, I'm gonna just say this. The thing about it is though, I'm sorry, I'm just coming up in here. I had to use the bathroom.
Mhm.
But I think when you're getting out now, like I said, I have to talk about regular people and people that got, the resources. When it comes to regular people, when you're in college, and I've noticed this because I just got out of college, you miss out on so much of money that you could have saved because you're not making no money in college. Like you're working in college, but you have to go by the hours that you're spending in college because I was full time. So that means I had all part-time jobs.
Mhm.
So it's like, and you're watching your friends that didn't go to college live in apartments and basically make a lot of money while you're playing catch up when you get out. Unless you luck up and find a job, which is not happening for a lot of people. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there should be some type of lenience when it comes to people coming out of college and they not having it together by 26. Hell, I would even say 30.
But in the case of this young man, you giving me goose eggs.
But I'm
Baby,
sorry,
you done flunked out of college. Baby, you out here still living on my couch. Baby, where's your job? Baby, you ain't even holding down $10 an hour.
But they're
Baby,
still in
what are you
college
doing?
though. They're still in college though, correct?
Yeah.
But remember, he was in one school.
He was at
They
Howard.
claim he
The older one.
transferred. I think the bitch flunked out. That transfer is code word for that bitch flunked out and got kicked out of school.
You keep
And
on
you had to
dropping
go
them
somewhere
classes,
else.
honey.
That's true.
You keep on
Baby,
dropping them
if
same
you been
classes.
if Dr. Jackie sent you to college at 18 and you 25, 26, and you still working on a goddamn bachelor, baby, something got to give. Even in school,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they said like 6 years, right? Ooh.
Yeah, he's like, I think he's either 24 or 25, somewhere around there. Baby,
Yeah,
you've been in school 6 years, 7 years. Baby, what are you doing?
yeah, by that, okay, I didn't know all that. I mean,
That's the point
even then, I mean,
they say he's 26. He's 26. And you telling me
Darren, don't do that. I'm 29. I graduated in 2021. Like, so I
but
graduated.
no,
I'm saying, let me tell you something.
everybody has a different path.
I'm
right, that's what I'm saying. We don't know.
You have different paths. I understand that.
We don't know
if I
you
am
took a
Dr.
legal
Jackie.
abstinence. Yeah, we don't know.
If I'm Dr. Jackie, if I'm your mama.
Simone,
I'm saying Dr. Jackie. I meant Simone.
you're fine.
If I'm Dr. Simone, and at 18, I sent you off to college, you done flunked out. We done got you in another school. You barely hanging on to that. It ain't like you not going to school because you got this great job that you devoting your time to. Bitch, you sitting on in your bed upstairs playing video games. You fucking off. You ain't even got a job at first. And you asking me, yeah, I need you to either let me come stay home or just set me up an apartment. Just do something. Basically, throwing everything back on these other adults as if you're not the adult.
Right.
Now, you are
and the luxury that has, because I only know a couple people in my family that they moms pay for their rent a couple months. Like, you have all this luxury and resources and you choose to do nothing with it because your dad is enabling your damn behavior. And that's what the problem is here.
Because the dad is being taken care of
and
too.
They saying that he's 26. I'm 26. With his resources, I'd have been out the damn house.
Right. I mean, and here's the other part. Are you even trying? Like, your mama has endless resources. What skills do you have? Can you go work down to the desk at another doctor's office? Can you do medical coding? Do something, bitch. But you finna do something. And not sit your ass here looking for
that's why that goes back to my theory about them being black men being horrible leaders, because we don't expect them, we don't hold them to shit. We just want them to just
look what Simone is doing. She's literally taking care of her husband like that's her child. That is her child. That is not her husband. That is her child.
But y'all remember, take it back a couple seasons ago when Mariah told her Heavenly to pressure wash this house, this nasty ass house, and then Dr. Cecil was talking shit about it on Twitter, and Heavenly was like, "Oh, bitch, I should have got your ass to pressure washer since you ain't got no job." Y'all remember? That's why Cecil and Heavenly. That's why one of the main reasons. That's the straw that broke the camel's back. Why they don't fuck with each other. Why Cecil really don't fuck with Heavenly.
She ain't lie.
She never do. Okay.
You ain't got no job. You made a whole failed tutoring app
for some kids.
Some get rich quick scheme that did not work out on Simone's dime.
Yeah, $20,000 bust. I think he lost $25,000. He should have
divorced his ass when that was a damn storyline.
No, I don't agree.
I agree.
He working down for like 25 years at Coca-Cola or something. I thought I remember.
I don't understand why he didn't get a good retirement.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you should have a 401k, IRA, whatever it's called. What was you doing? 30
he was dependent on his wife this whole time.
But I don't see something not adding up, because even if that's the case, Coca-Cola is a company that's gonna set you up. If you've been there 30 years, there's no reason that your retirement is not set up, and you should have some money, somewhere. You worked 30 years for Coca-Cola and you ain't got a retirement the first. Something ain't adding up with that.
Mm-hmm. So it just ain't. It just really ain't. And
when you forced out, where they said we gonna fire you or you resign.
Well, like, feel like they shouldn't have got a divorce though, Medusa, because I'm interested.
He was in Quintessential say he was in IT. He was in IT, girl.
Wait, say again? What'd you say there?
No, I'm saying why did you think that they shouldn't have got a divorce?
I mean, they've been together 20 years, man.
What that mean?
Okay, you gonna throw away 20 years over a bad investment? Over a bad investment? Come on, man! Like, you gonna throw away everything over a bad financial decision? Like, come on! It's not he lost all the money. Shit, $20,000. Just take it as a loss. I'm just saying.
You ain't fucking up my money. That's why I probably will never get married. You ain't fucking up my money, and you ain't gonna be held to pay.
But I think it might just, because we don't hear about the younger son being a lazy ass, but it might just be that older son.
That's because that boy is doing sports until he don't get drafted. And it's like
some of the kids just fall by the wayside. Some of my brothers and sisters ain't never gonna be shit, never will be shit. The bitch is a bum, and you could give them all the hands out and give them everything in the world, and they still gonna be a fucking bum. And so, and I'm at the point where one of my siblings, I think I'm gonna be homeless. Well, baby, let me know where you at, because you ain't coming over here. Let me know. I ride by, make sure you all right every now and again. I'll throw you a little something, but I don't have no understanding.
Wait,
I don't have no
I
understanding.
agree. I agree.
Wait, I'm not
Some
laughing.
people, you just
I'm
know
thinking about to be homeless.
that's just what the fuck you gonna be.
Because no,
You
not
gonna be over there. You gonna be over there underneath 103rd Street. Okay, girl, I know where to look for you at. All right, I'll throw you a 20 every now and again. Let me know.
Ashley Darby, honey.
Okay.
not even that. It's like I know that as soon as I let you in here, you're not gonna leave.
Oh yeah.
Like, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
What? Well, we didn't even get to the past.
Wait, you got siblings? You got siblings, Medusa?
I have 3 brothers.
Oh wow, I didn't know this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're not really close. I'm close with one of them, but I'm not really close with the other ones. But yeah, I got
okay. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's it with Married to Medicine. I mean, we done went to
Outside of that whole soliloquy that that Quad had, and that I mean, she talked for like 45 minutes.
How about her and Toya were about to fight?
And that's what I meant to talk about. I'm glad you brought that up. Baby, I was hoping Toya would
whooped her ass.
Oh, I wanted Toya to whoop her ass.
I was like, why did they sit next to each other? That was just such a bad move.
I wanted Toya to grab that hoe by the neck and just start tagging him.
Okay, but I still don't fuck with Toya.
I mean, I can take her, I can leave her.
Toya don't bother me like that.
She do, because there was some seasons she was real aggy.
Yeah, I don't take her seriously enough to be bothered by her. She's a joke.
You're the wife of you're a kept wife, so
you're a kept wife to a big bitch. So
Toya don't bother me like that. Quan always bothered me.
Not a big bitch.
Bitch. That's exactly what. I mean, she be bitching them. Dr. Heavenly even said that. It's so funny. Dr. Heavenly said that she called Dr. Eugene a bitch to Toya, and Toya agreed with her. Like she does not respect her husband.
I like seeing Toya with her boy. I like her with the kids. So that's why she don't bother me as much. Maybe if Quad had some kids and I could see her motherly, traits and characteristics, I might soften on her.
I'm sorry.
But
I think Quad knows that she's too selfish to be a mother. She's too narcissistic to be a mother, and she knows that. And so that's why she doesn't want
it. Let me not. Too much drinking, too much liquor.
No, what? Please. I'm
just saying. I mean, like, yeah, I wouldn't want her.
I don't think Quad would be a good mom. Like,
given the circumstances of the situation that happened, it's not going to be addressed.
No, don't do that.
Oh, wait. We can't laugh. Hold on, wait. Stop.
Why would you say that?
Ain't nobody saying it, but like, I gotta say. Well, look. I'm just saying. No,
that's not. That was. I mean, somebody wasn't watching the kid. Something happened.
Girl.
Yeah, I think we could. That goes without saying. Somebody dropped the ball. Somewhere. We're not laughing, but I think it's fair to say it's not
funny. You laugh.
Oh.
Girl, I mean,
I laugh in the face of death all the time. So you got the wrong one. You got the wrong one. If you think I'm not gonna laugh, girl.
Child. Well, I mean, look.
That's horrible.
I'm a little schmiz. I ain't gonna lie. So that's a little bit of don't give a fuck is coming out right now. But I mean, I think I don't know. I don't know what not Phaedra Child. Quad. I think people change with kids. You never know.
Krayshawn hasn't. She just was riding around drunk.
That's a good segue.
If you ain't shit, kids don't make you ain't shit. You're just gonna be ain't shit.
But I told y'all from the beginning, people, all y'all with this path and when she has a child, it might mature her. I said have fucking CPS in the goddamn delivery room to snatch that child from both of these ain't shit ass motherfuckers. The bitches ain't shit. I keep telling y'all, she ain't shit, he ain't shit, and everybody involved with it ain't shit. Like
I mean, but this situation, and I guess we can get into it now. It really takes the cake because
no, it doesn't.
But to
We've seen
timeline
this
everything,
before.
so okay, Krishan was out. She had her best friend / babysitter watch the child. And Blueface caught up with the friend with the child. And he went on live talking about, oh yeah, my girl or Krishan messing with some dude while she got this babysitter at 4 a.m. I mean, it's a lot going. And then Krishan and Jaden or whatever, how you say that girl name, they linking up. It's just like we're watching a reality show on Instagram Live. It's just a mess.
I don't even watch this shit. I literally
I can't escape it. I'm in celebrity gossip.
When I see it, baby, I have to scroll by because
And then they said Blueface beat up Krishan friend because I guess she was the one watching the child. It was at 4 a.m. And then the girl get on live talking about, oh well, he beat me up. We good friend. Like he be. I mean, I got a video potted up.
Darren, this is your generation. These are your people.
Girl, hold on, wait, because like
this is your generation. I have to give them to you.
Hold on, because it's what she said.
These are your people, Darren. I have to give them all to you. This is your generation.
She's cockeyed.
You're like trying to take my fucking head off, but I wouldn't let him connect because I refused. You're not finna hit me one of them hard ass punches.
Not. Wait, why would you?
And that nigga was flying. Y'all should have seen things. He'll tell you too. He fucking beat his. I would say I beat his ass, but really he beat his own ass because God don't play about me. He beat his own ass. He beat his own self.
Girl, he beat your ass up. Anyway.
Well, my thing is, why aren't charges being brought?
I was just about this. We're the police.
Like I'm sorry.
I'm so confused right now.
I don't care.
And my thing about it is, why is there a problem? Okay, if Tweedledum wants to go hang out and party with her friends and found a babysitter, why is that a problem? Now,
Tweedledum, if that baby is not home.
No. I don't have a problem if you say I want to go out tonight. You take the baby to the babysitter house or the babysitter come to your house, whichever one it is. That's not a problem for me. I don't see where the issue is there.
The thing is, though, the baby wasn't in a place. It wasn't. The child was not in a house at all. The child
like in the streets, like in the car.
I mean, look, that's not unheard of. I know I got some child.
That's what I'm saying. They're acting like she was in the club and the baby was in the car. While she was in the club, it was at somebody's house.
Why did Blueface where did Blueface get the girlfriend? Like did he come up in Krishan's house and took the baby and the friend?
It's giving publicity stuff.
Like I don't know.
Like, this doesn't even make sense for you to even have an issue if the child had a babysitter and there's no threat. Like I just don't understand where the issue came in.
Hold on.
I don't know where the problem is. I don't see where there's a single problem here.
The problem is that they're able to reproduce.
Yeah.
I told y'all that from the beginning. When that bitch got pregnant, I said the problem is she done added to the gene pool. Yeah. And now you are further.
And y'all seen that baby child? I'm not coming for nobody's child, but I'm just saying, like, that child looks something off. Something is happening. Something is not being done correctly.
I mean, when you have a cornucopia of all kinds of fuck shit flowing through the system of the mom, you got mental abuse going on and all kinds of other stress and all that kind of stuff. That has all kinds of effects on that child in its development. Think of the whole pregnancy of this girl. Now, I don't have any evidence, but if you expect me to believe that she wasn't doing some type of drugs, and I don't care if it was weed, I don't care if it was some type of alcohol, if you expect me to believe that fucking crackhead, crack whore bitch was sober the entirety of those 40 weeks or however long she carried, you're dreaming.
Okay.
I can't not believe that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like,
and then even if she was sober, the amount of verbal and mental duress that she was under, stress during that whole pregnancy, dealing with that crackhead.
Make it make sense, unfortunately. Yes.
But see, the thing about it is, though, even that video that
we talk about Krishan, ma'am. Hey, ma'am.
Hey, but that video where that baby was screaming, and that scream was just different. Like, that's not no regular baby cry.
That's a crack baby scream. See, if you grew up with crack baby, I'm really not trying to be funny.
Come on.
But having grown up, I've had crack babies in my family because we got crack all through my family. So I know what it's like to keep a crack baby and the scream and cry of a crack baby. I'm not trying to be funny, but when kids are, born addicted to crack because their parents use crack, baby, listen.
But
that's a different kind of scream.
Krishan wasn't on crack.
She might have been. I don't know.
At this point, girl, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, it could be.
Baby, you need a bump to get through. You need a bump to deal with Blueface that long.
But I will say this. I think that the energy of hatred that's going to Krishan, it needs to equally go to Blueface, because I feel like Blueface people kind of sympathize with him. I'm noticing that in the comments. I'm noticing that on social media. And I'm like,
it's patriarchy. It's the patriarchy of the American society. Mims, I'm serious. Y'all listen to me. And I know we've been on here a long time. Listen to me. I made it through the 80s and 90s. A crack baby has a different scream and cry. Y'all think I'm making this up? That is a real thing. Y'all can laugh if y'all
I believe you. I'm just saying I don't think that that's the case because he has a hernia, and I'm sure that that's why he was crying like that. But yeah, I mean, we know that Krishan was smoking during her pregnancy. I'm not sure. I don't think she was drinking. I know she was smoking.
How we know what that weed was laced with?
Right. Well,
Medusa, you know how like.
We can all agree. I think we can all agree that Krishan is not a good mother.
Yeah,
and that's just that on that.
Mm-hmm. Well, on that note, I mean, let's get our closing remarks. I had another topic. Y'all heard about Cardi B and Offset unfollowing each other, child?
Y'all trying to take me back down this road. I'm not going back down this road. I'm not going back.
I mean, we ain't got much time. We ain't got much time left, but it's just, girl. This what happened now, child? What happened now?
I wish nothing but bad and horrible things on her.
He cheated on her like he always has. He does. That man never loved you. He married you for clout. His career was dwindling. It was dying down, and him marrying you was a resurgence of his career. And yeah, that's that. He never loved you, girl. Like, I'm sorry.
Wish nothing but bad on Cardi B. Nothing.
I'm sorry, but the non-black girlies, they be in shambles when their relationship with black men don't work out. Like, they really be surprised. Like, when especially and then they go and get the most damaged goods within our community. Like, girl, you didn't even get a quality man. You got a rapper. Girl, not a doctor.
I wish nothing but bad on her. I'm actually glad she got cheated on and she feels bad.
Damn.
Cry blood.
Oh shit.
Cry blood.
Girl. I can't. I mean, look, even though conflicting opinions and viewpoints draw me away from her, I do feel bad for her.
I don't.
I do. Cause like, girl, you trying to put this damn square peg in this circle hole for the longest, and it's not working, and it's really showing, girl. I mean, look, it is what it is. We'll conclude on that because it is getting to our it's getting a little late up here.
Let me just say like this, and I'm gonna just finish with this. Give me 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
She falls in that same box of deplorables like Erica Mena and so many other Latinx women that are horrible, disgusting vile ass women that do awful ass shit and that um castigate black people in one breath, but want to get their back blown out by black men in another breath, and then wonder how their life ended up the way it is. And then you look down upon black women because you think because you're a lighter hue that you're better than black women. But girl, don't go. I don't want to go down this road. Go on, Darren, because I feel myself going down the road, and I'm about to drag this whore Cardi B. Y'all know I can't stand that bitch. Bitch, die slowly. Cry forever. I hope you cry blood.
All right, yeah. And on that note, we about to get out of here. Okay, I want to go around the room. Tell us where y'all can follow y'all at. Tell the listeners where they can follow you at, child.
Follow me anywhere Cardi B ain't at.
Same. Same here. No, you can follow me at Medusa Show Off on YouTube and at Medusa Show Off on YouTube and Instagram, and at The Medusa Show on TikTok. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my book club for Black women.
Xavier, you are so disrespectful, putting our Lord and Savior in the same breath with Cardi B and Offset. You are disrespectful.
Wait, what did he say? Oh, let me. What did he say? He said, "I hope they work it out. What God put together, let no man tell."
I'm not doing
it. Are
this.
you a Barty gang?
You know,
Xavier, are you a Barty gang?
You know what? Honestly, no woman deserves him, especially no black woman. So I hope they work it out too, because I don't want him to be back contributing to the gene pool with other actual black women. So, okay, we don't need that. He's a piece of shit. So I hope they work it out. We deserve way better than that.
Oh God.
Oh my God. On that note, child, thank y'all for watching.
Y'all know where to find me.
Yes. Yes. We got to get into some good things. Okay. See y'all later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.